Ja ću napraviti mali samo uvod na srpskom za sve prisutne ovde. Najprije želim da vam se zahvalim što ste došli i nadam se da će tema zaista biti i zanimljiva i korisna. Ja sam Lena Tica, mnogima od vas profesorka engleskog jezika ovde. U okviru kurseva engleskog jezika koji se nude na Fakultetu tehničkih nauka, mi se zaista kao nastavnici trudimo da svakoj generaciji obezbedimo bar po jedan ili više kontakata sa nativnim govornicima engleskog jezika. Zbog toga je danas sa nama tu Peter Chulu. Peter Chulu, kao što ste videli u najavi, jeste biznismen i osnivač Sermalo grupe, ali ja neću mnogo dužiti o njemu, ostavit ću na njemu da vam se predstavi i da vam ispriča ono što je veoma važno i što mi radimo u okviru poslovnog engleskog jezika, a to jeste prezentacija, odnosno kako predstaviti i sebe i neku temu na engleskom jeziku. Okay, so we are ready to start. Peter, the floor is yours. I'm not sure if
Thank you very much, Lena, for the introduction. I understand everything. Ja sam Petar, živim u Beograd, Cacak, i Londona, i Malawi. Today we'll be talking about presentations, and we have about 45 minutes. And the focus of the presentation will be about you guys understanding how to present yourselves. So it's an interaction, right? First, let's start off by seeing a show of hands who understands what I'm saying. Okay. No. Okay, so as I'm doing the presentation, guys, I will be interacting, talking to you, moving around, because I need to engage with you. When you're presenting yourself, make it as relevant as possible. Zdravo. Kako si? Yeah. Zdravo mi. Engage with the audience. Talk to everyone. Hello, sir. How are you doing? What is your name? Vladimir. Nice to meet you too. The focus of doing this is to make sure that the audience is captivated from the word get-go. I know Mihailova? Da. Names are very, very important. Understand your audience, engage. The first thing you do is make it entertaining. When people are falling asleep, ask them to stand up. Talk to them, interact. Talk slowly if you're in Serbia. Nije breza, polako, polako. Razumeš? Yeah. Don't be scared to make a fool of yourself. Who cares if you don't know how to speak English? That doesn't matter. Make connection. So today we were talking about presentations because you guys have got some very important guests coming, I believe. You have 30 students from India coming in 2 or 3 months, I think. Right, Lena? Where is Lena?
Is it coming from September?
September.
Yeah.
Okay.
30 of them.
30. Brown people, guys. Not as brown as me, but they're coming. You have to be ready. That's why I'm here. To make sure you're ready how to talk to brown people. Again, make your audience laugh. Don't make it boring. So let's start. I've got 45 minutes, right?
Yes.
Time is very important. Don't overstay your welcome. Present, calculate, time it so it fits in the box so people understand that you need to go. Usually people want to know how long the boring presentation is going to last for, because then they know, okay, my brother is outside, I'll go meet him for a kafa. This man is only going to talk for 5 minutes, so it's easier on the brain. Remind them, oh, I've only got a short period of time. That keeps them entertained, yeah? So I'm talking to you about what's happening in my head as well as I'm presenting, which hopefully will help you guys when you meet these 30 students coming from India, make them feel at home, make them feel, welcome. It doesn't matter if you don't speak Serbian. Engage with them, Food is very, very important. Ask them what they like eating. Invite them over to your dormitory. Maybe learn how to cook some Indian food. They love a lot of spices. So just educate yourself about who you're going to present yourself to. Another reason why we're doing this is also I understand from Lena that you guys have opportunities with a lot of companies, IT companies, other international firms, where you need to present yourself as an individual. Not only that, but also exams, coursework. You have a seat full of lectures waiting for you guys to captivate them for 10, 15 minutes to give you a mark to pass your exams. So if it's not for the guests we're having, and if it's not for me, do it for yourself. Learn it so at least you can pass your exams and get a good job. So yes, there will be a bit of jokes, but it is quite vital that we understand one or two things from today. Okay, so let's move on. My presentation is a bit reverse, and I'll explain to you why. Let's simplify what presentation is. In my opinion, presentation is showcasing the best form of yourself to somebody else. In front of a selected audience. So, I showcase the best form of myself in front of you guys. That's it. Simple. Everything else is too fancy words. I saw there's some, in the dictionary you find all these long words about what presentations are, but that's it, really. I like to simplify things. I'm more of a practical guy. I don't like to use big words because people sometimes get confused about that. Keywords, guys. Yourself, myself, audience, you guys. But audience could be professors. It could be the 30 students that we're going to have coming from India. It could be anything. It could be even maybe Zhenski, Muski, I don't know. So I want to teach you about life, not only about university. This could apply to everything. When I come here today, I am extremely excited. I have to feel enthusiastic about meeting each and every one of you because I don't know where this may lead. So when you're presenting yourself in front of people, showcase the best form of yourself because you never know where it's going to lead. I always tell my wife that everyone's a client. You're a client, you're a client, you're a client. Everyone's a client because you never know where it's going to lead. So don't underestimate interactions. Don't underestimate connections. Okay, myself, yourself. What do I need to be 100%? Because when you're coming up and presenting yourself, okay, my Serbian not so good, my English not so good, I feel shy, yada, yada, yada. I get it. Phobias and, all these things that get in the way. It's only natural to feel shy. But you need to understand what makes you 100%. In my case, I don't know who did this presentation, it should be family first, not health. I take family as my number one goal. What does that mean? I've got 2 kids. Jedno sino, my Serbian professor will be very annoyed with me. Jedno sine, jedno čerku. Jeden čerku, jeden sine. Da? Moja supruga, ovdje Ivana Chulu. Love of my life, she gave me 2 kids. I'm very grateful for that. Family is very important to me and everything I do is for family. I have maybe 5% or 10% to myself, but 90% family. That's what gets me up at night. So I have to understand what is it, my why. I'm sure you guys have understood and read all these motivational videos. Oh, understand your why, yada, yada, yada. But understand why you do what you do. Health, that's very important to me. I like to keep healthy because without health I can't work. Without work, I can't look after my family. So health is very important to me. While I'm talking to you, I'm keeping track of time, correct? 45 minutes is all you have. We're now 5 minutes into it. Money, very important. Money makes the world go round, guys. Ne para, ne life. Yes, it's not everything, but it's very important. I find that very important because it buys me what I need to buy to keep my family happy, to keep my family healthy, and to keep my family going. Sleep. I need to sleep at least 6 hours, sometimes less, but at least 6 hours a night. And I love going to the gym. My colleague, Professor Milosh, also now starts going to the gym, so he understands what I'm saying. Gym is very important because it fixes my mind to have positive energy. And meditation. My wife thinks I spend too much time in the toilet, but I'm meditating. She will tell you you're just wasting time. Stabilo, brate. Someone kupatilo, whatever it is that she says. But I call it meditation. You don't have to meditate like Mahatma Gandhi. You can meditate however you like. I like to sit there, go through my phone, reflect. That's my meditation. 20, 30 minutes a day, same time every day, without fail. You need to know yourself because, where is the mic? Where is my friend gone? Da. Jeez, this thing is not doing me justice. Test.
Yes.
It's better? Nope. Okay. I feel like I'm in a rap music video. Know yourself so that at least you can understand how to get yourself to 100%. So you don't get nervous. People usually get nervous because they haven't focused on what it is that makes them 100%. It could be something different for you. It could be maybe having that burek from the corner shop where you usually have it, or it could be, I don't know, making a phone call to your friend every morning. Whatever it is you need to get you 100% is what you need to do on that day when you're doing the presentation, right? We together? Yeah? What do you do when you want to be 100%? Since you said yes. He's using it. Introduce yourself and say what you do.
Hello everyone, my name is Ravi. My main motivation was sleep is very because I don't sleep.
Guys, let's give our colleague a chance to really express. This is his moment, guys. Come on. Sleep.
Yeah, sleep when I didn't slept well, I don't really care focus. I want to sleep. And I can't really focus on classical.
Can we give him a hand of applause, please? Bravo! Bravo! Thank you. How did I feel? Nervous? Sweating? Yeah? Good, huh? I know. Okay, so find the ingredients that you need to be 100%. Audience, when I was coming here, I said, who am I presenting to? Okay, there's going to be students. There's going to be university professors. What is it that they like? Let me connect with them. What are their interests? What do I need to do to captivate the moment? I figured let me wear a suit because maybe the media is going to be here. You need to understand who it is that you're going to present to on that day and present yourself in the best form so you're 100% to the audience that you're going to be presenting to. While I'm doing this, I'm also trying to find eye contact. I'm looking at her, connecting with her. Looking at you, connecting you. Hey, bravo, brate. Kako zove? Yes. You, brate. What's your name? This one in the red, right here. Dushan. Dushan's eyes are like this. He's paying attention. I pick him out, make him feel comfortable. Understand your audience and captivate the moment. While you're looking at time, we're now 10 minutes in. Then, at the beginning of the presentation, guys, I said I'm doing this back to front because I don't like presentations where I start talking about myself before I talk about you. People want to be heard. They want to be listened to. Not always, me, oh, I'm this, I'm that. Good for you. But what are you adding value for? So usually when I'm presenting something, I do it back to front in the sense that I put my introduction before I captivate, after I captivate the audience. Then I introduce myself. It's exactly the same when you meet the students. It's exactly the same when you're talking to professors. Introduce them to the equation before you do yourself. Because people are usually selfish. They want you to acknowledge them before they can hear what you have to say. Psychology, right? Am I speaking too fast? Resume. No. Okay. Why should I listen to Peter Chulu? And who is Peter Chulu? There has to be a time, guys, that you do need to talk about yourself to validate whatever it is that you're talking about. Because otherwise you'll be like, okay, I understand you know how to talk, but what is it that you've done? What have you achieved? Who are you? You wear a nice watch, you drive a good car, so what? That doesn't mean anything. What have you really done? What impact have you, what change have you managed to do? What's your success? So there has to be a time when you have to introduce yourself to the world how you want the world to know you. Peter Chulu is an awesome husband, kick-ass father to amazing children, passionate about people and possibilities, creative maverick. I like to speak in a Serbian accent. You understand me better. Whatever introduction you have, it needs to have a bit of empathy. You can't introduce yourself as, oh, I'm great, I do this, I do that, yeah, okay, brate, you are again talking about yourself. Connect with people and see what they can resonate to. And then you introduce what you do. Why people should listen to you. I'll try for me and then we'll make it practical. I am a CEO of a group of companies called Samala Group of Companies. It consists of 8 companies. This one here is Field Scope International, 20 years old company. I started that company when I was 16, 15? Actually, I forget. 19. Thank you. I started when I was 19, I'm now 39. This is pure market research, corporate pharmaceutical stuff. Started in London. Now it spans over 6 countries? 6 countries. And it deals with the pharma industry mainly, but also brands. We do research for Pfizer, Gucci, Armani, Mercedes-Benz, Coca-Cola, different companies. Pure corporate, serious compliance stuff. ISO standards. Paper plane engineers, I think about 6 years old. Marketing company, they actually design the PPT. They do pure marketing. PPTs, websites, logos, everything design-wise. Again, spanning over 3 countries. I'll get to the offices later. Then there's Peter Chulu, who's a growth business consultant. My specialty is I help companies grow bigger. I help companies understand the market and see how they can make more money. That's what I do. WorkX is IT company based in Malawi, because that's where I'm from. I'll get to where I'm from in a minute. Pure IT company. They work for the US, but the manpower is in Malawi, and we have programmers in AI learning, machine learning, all that kind of stuff, based in Malawi, but servicing the West. Very soon, hopefully, in Serbia. Chulucation, tourism. During COVID time, we used to help customers from the UK come to Serbia to do their teeth, breast augmentations, face, whatever it is. AfriBulk, there was an opportunity because I am Malawian, there wasn't any Malawi representation in Serbia, so my wife and I, 5-6 years ago, saw that as an opportunity. We wanted to start a consulate of Malawi in Serbia, Belgrade. I was appointed honorary consul of Malawi. From the Malawi side, Serbia is still under process. It's been 2 or 3 years, but the idea of that is that we do trade between Serbia and Malawi. If you want any information about Malawi, we're the only representation that was there at that time. I don't know about now, but that gap in the market of me being the only Malawian in Belgrade to even have a passport or a business was an opportunity for me. And I said, let me start a consulate, or similar to a consulate. Savilic and Chulu is real estate. We buy houses, we do renovations, and we rent out houses and apartments in Croatia, Montenegro, Malawi, Serbia. Apartments of I think about 10 to 12 apartments we've collected over the last couple of years, and it's something that my wife manages, real estate. Very good business, if you have the time. Baby ProMed is Patronaja, baby services, based in Belgrade at the time during COVID. Slightly dormant at the moment, but we started that business because we realized that there's no suitable Patronaja in Belgrade for a certain type of clientele. So we started a business. Offices in 6 markets. London, Serbia, UK, let's do countries. UK, USA, Serbia, Malawi, South Africa, Bulgaria. Okay. Staff members ranging from, during good times, 60, 70, during bad times, 40. Across the board. Again, what I need to do is you mix jokes, but with seriousness. Why are you listening to me? That's why. Because I know my shit. Okay, moving on. Business growth consultant specializing in human interactions to maximize profit. That's my main title. That's what I do. I specialize in people, because people own businesses and businesses make money, and that's how I make money. One of the things that I said are important in my life is to make money. And I understood that in order to make money, you need to sell yourself. You need to sell your product any given time. In order to pass university, you need to sell yourself. Your dissertation, your presentation. Why work hard when you can work smart? You can be the best student, but if you can't present yourself, it doesn't mean anything. At all. If I go to Professor Lena, yesterday, Deshko, Boli, Glava, Bolisni, hospital, but I was at the Kafana party. You gotta sell yourself. You gotta know how to present your stuff. Okay, again, still on Peter Chulu. I am from 3 countries, Malawi, United Kingdom, and Serbia. I spent 15 years here, 15 years here, and 9 years here. I am a collector of passports of all 3 countries, because I understand that with travel, you can make money and you can make meaningful connections in business. That's why I strategized it like that. You need to have flexibility to travel the world for you to have an impact in whatever it is you're doing. These people that are coming from India, you never know. Maybe one of them might be your future business partner. Take it as an opportunity, guys. 4 years, you have these guys, you never know, you might end up in India with your next biggest IT company. That's how I'll be thinking, as far as in your position. How can I present myself to make sure that I can make the best connection with whoever is coming over? Everyone's a client, guys. Think outside the box. Now we finished about me, we're going back to the presentation, okay? I spent 10 minutes talking about me, 5 minutes to break up the group. Now we go back to why we're here. What is psychology? The scientific study of the human mind and its functions, especially those affecting behavior in a given context. Understand the senses that influence psychology. I love psychology, guys, because it doesn't only help me with presentation, but everything I do in life. Everything I do in life is psychology. Read the game. Understand the situation. Understand people. And with that, you can get anything you want. Anything. Very important. Let's look at the senses that influence psychology and human behavior. There's 5 of them. Let's start with sight. I can look at better and move on. But I can see better and really focus. So he understands that he's the only one in the room. Now, you feel that, yeah? Don't look, see. Don't just browse. I'm looking at you, but I notice there's a man in a blue sweater. That was on it, right? Da. Milan. Focused. He's been like that for the last 10 minutes. I am observing. I am seeing. Not just looking. Psychology, yes? Pick up little tiny fragments of information. See. Hearing. Hearing in srpski. Slušati. Listen. Don't just hear. Senses. Maybe they coughed in a minute. Maybe it was a gentleman. Here, phone rang. Somebody's text message just went off there. Don't know who that is. Brate behind has got a jacket. He's on his phone. I see, but I also hear his jacket moving up and down. I am hearing, guys. And I'm listening. I'm taking information in. When I have a split second to present to Beta on a presentation, I need to make sure that I am seeing him and hearing him. See him to see his hands are folded. What can I do to make him relax? Maybe let me offer him a bottle of water. Oh no, that's what I had. Maybe get another one. You know, help him relax. See and hear his interactions. Smell. Oh, very, very, very important. Very important, guys. We're animals of senses. You have to be able to present yourself with a good smell, pleasant smell. That could be anything, doesn't have to be perfume. Whatever it is that you think can get you into that doorstep. Because first thing you move, if I do this, he probably smells me, he probably smells me, he probably smells me, she probably smells me. But they don't know what is it that, I hope he likes the presentation. But I need to tap into sixth sense for him to say, I like the presentation, but he doesn't know why. Hey, brate, don't presentation. Why, brate? I don't know, but just good. Okay, his brain is telling him, I like the smell. I like what he's saying. I like what I'm hearing. Okay, taste. Taste is very important when it comes to food. First thing I asked the professors, I said, look, these students coming from India, how's your kitchen? If you want them to feel integrated, they need to taste the food and remind them of home. Touch. Oh, firm handshake. Serious handshake. First thing I notice, serious handshake. I feel, don't just touch. All senses that we need to have a good presentation of ourselves. One cannot be good at analyzing others until you get to know yourself. It's a magic circle, guys. I cannot understand you if I don't understand myself. I meditate every day for 30, 40 minutes because I'm going inside to know what is it that I need to be great today. For me to sell to you, I need to sell to myself first. I need to believe what I'm selling to you in order for you to believe. We believe. Bravo, brate. Kako zove? Dear. Dear. Aha, see. I remember someone else called me there. Understand who you are, understand what makes you 100%, so you can deliver 100%. Otherwise, you can't. To make a good presentation, again, we're looking at time. To make a good presentation, the ingredients I've spoken about today, yourself, audience, good introduction, psychology, that will give you a very good, successful presentation. Keeping time and questions. Okay.
Peter, behind you.
Behind me.
I actually have two questions, one about the presentation and about you as a presenter. First one will be, did you go to the college? Because you said you started your business at 19 years old, and did you graduate something?
Dushan, I'm a student of life. I did go to university to do engineering for 5 years. I graduated in South Bank University, but just so I can answer that question, it wasn't because they taught me anything. I went there so I can be in front of you for you to listen to. Because if I told you I didn't go, you'd be like, hey, I'm teaching something you didn't do. I went there, but only to say to you that I went. But I knew everything before that.
So you spend your energy and time to know a bit.
Yeah. To make money. Yeah. Because business can mean every single thing. I've got 8 businesses because I'm finding out where I can maximize my profit.
I have a question about yourself. I wanted to ask, what was it like to live in Malawi and UK for 30 years in total?
Good question. I remember your name, remind me. Voin. Okay. Voin asked the question, what was it like to live in UK, Malawi, and UK, or just Malawi? Which one do you know? Both. Malawi, guys, where I'm from. I took my wife before I proposed, so she sees really where I'm from. I am from Gucha. Nah. Worse. Where's worse? I am from a village where I grew up with cattle. I grew up like it was the hardest life ever. No money. Ne para. Ne, how do you say? Ne tata. Without a father. Mother passed away now, I think about a year ago, but mother only raised me till I was 13 or 12 or whatever it is. I had to struggle and do business when I was 14, selling maize to Mozambique. Very teshko life in Malawi. I wasn't rich. My parents weren't rich. I'm from really a rural. Only thing that my mother did that I'm very grateful about is education. She put me in a good school because somehow the government said for people who are underprivileged, they can go to a nice school. So it was that plus something that she also did. So that was the best that she did. But no support. London was different. I was hungry. I wasn't born with 3 passports. I was born with a Malawian passport. London is where I really understood, okay, so I'm here. Let me make sure I can maximize the best out of it. And I hustled, I grinded. I did things you can't even imagine. But it taught me well. Serbia was the best school. I understood how to be a very aggressive businessman in Serbia. So all these 3 countries really helped me with my business. And my life, actually. But I need questions, guys. I need more. I need more. Yes. Yes, sir. I'll come to you in a minute. Let me go to my colleague up there.
First question. First question is, how are you managing to run 8 businesses and to still have the time for your family, for gym, for meditation, and all that you mentioned before?
Good question. How are you managing to run all these businesses and still have time for meditation, gym, and everything else? I talk only the truth for what I think. Never rehearsed. And I'll tell you what. I cut out alcohol, beer. I cut that out. That gave me at least another 5 hours in the week. I cut out women. Married to 1. That gave me another 2 hours in a week. When I became a father, I reduced my friend list. It gave me another hour or 2 hours. You'd be surprised how much you can achieve if you cut out the necessary things in life. Of course. Milosh. Keep 10% to yourself. You're human. You need to feel as well. 10%. Not more. Readjust your priorities and you will be surprised at how much you can achieve. Really.
Can we use HTML for making presentations?
Can we use HTML for making presentations? Very technical question. You know why I run 8 businesses? Because I employ people that are smarter than me to answer that question. Can we use...
I don't know, I didn't do this.
Okay. You have to get back to it, because otherwise it's going to go back against what I'm trying to teach you, that everyone is important. Madam, we'll get back to you. What goes on? Please leave my wife your email. She is going to make sure that she gets back to your question.
What was your initial inspiration to start making businesses and keep up with the stress of running 8 businesses?
Yes, who said that? Yes, Professor is right. I didn't have anything to begin with. I sometimes look at my kids now and I know for sure they're not going to be as strong as I am because the life is very easy. There's a famous quote that I like is, my father was in a candidate, no, my father walked, then I drove a Yugo, then my son drove a Mercedes. My son's son will drive a Yugo, and my son's son will be walking. I really don't know how my children are going to turn out, but I'm going to try. We have, Lena, how many for time? One more?
We have 5.
5 more minutes. Good. For questions, yes? Okay, guys, we have 5 minutes. There you go.
Okay, so hi, Veljko is the name. Pleasure to meet you. My question is, what is your net worth and of the Sermamo group?
Very good question. And I'm going to answer it. I'm not going to run away from it. Veljko. Veljko. He's winning, but what is your net worth? Listen, guys. The reason why I wanted to answer that question and why I have 8 companies is because specifically net worth isn't clothes, isn't cars. Is what is your real estate net worth? Yeah? 2 to 3 million. Not what I make every day, but what is it that your real estate is worth today? If you liquidate your real estate, how much are you worth? Because I could sit here and tell you, yes, Branty, I do this every month. A job can come and go. Yeah? A car can be sold. I don't drive a Ferrari or a Porsche, not because I can't afford it, but because I think I need to invest in a home first before I drive a Porsche. When I get to 20 houses, I drive a big Mercedes-Benz. But I'm not there. I'm still working. Go ahead, sir.
Before all, my name is Stevan. Great questions, all my colleagues, that actually, great answers. You see them. My question is, what is the age to start a business? Because you said you started your first business when you were 19, if I'm correct. When is actually the ideal age to start a business? Oh, and I'm sorry. And is it good to start with real estate?
One of the reasons why my real estate doubled is because Serbia 8 years ago, I saw an opportunity. When I was coming to Serbia, I remember meeting my wife and she says, yeah, Belgrade, this is the price for houses there. I said, what? This is not what we have in London. And I was like, every penny, I was working like a squirrel, every penny I'd have to put buy another house. I remember my mother-in-law was like, your husband's crazy. Tell him to keep some money in the safe. I was like, it's impossible that this real estate is this price. My worth tripled in 6 months. Literally. Same thing I see about Cacak. Your price per square meter is still affordable. But if Belgrade starts spilling over, it's going to start going up. I already started buying. Everyone here has a grandma's house or an auntie's house or like, brate, it's just my auntie. No, that's worth. So to answer your question, the reason why my net worth jumped is because of your real estate. I saw the market, I said, this is going to jump very soon. Now I can't even afford to buy in Belgrade what I was buying 8 years ago. I was lucky. The next question was, when is it to, so real estate, please gather all your, I live in a community where I'm utilizing every house member's net value to work for a better cause. If you have family around, a house that grandma left you, look at it as an asset. Real estate is very important because it's the only thing that can give you little returns, but constant returns, constant. Work comes and goes. Cars, money, house, clothes, they come and go. But real estate, for me, it's the best. When's the best age to start a business? Now. With these Asian friends of ours that are coming over, believe me, one of them will be some royalty that you'll be thinking, who's this brate here? No, his dad's probably worth millions. India has got a population biggest in the world. That's how we're looking at it. So they're coming in, start thinking, okay, this guy that's coming in here, how can I utilize his social capital? How can I make him feel welcome? So when he goes back, he'll be like, hey, brate, you looked after me in Belgrade, in Cacak. Come over and see me. Go see him. Business starts today. I started at 19, but I started selling maize at 13. I realized that you could buy maize in Mozambique, sell it in Malawi for a price and a half. And Mozambique and Malawi is just a border. I buy here, sell here. Easy cash, huh? Then,
Okay, we have finished. Like maybe one more
one more
question.
question.
We didn't ask that much about presentation. I want to ask, did you have a problem with public speaking at the start, and if you do, how you get out of it?
Dushan asked the question, did I have problems with presentation? How did I get over it? Yes, my first one, I was completely shivering. But I've been doing this for a long time. But practice is, where I started practicing is, I was very shy. This is now going back years. I'd go in a nightclub alone to say, let me see if I can stand here on my own. You know that guy in the club where people think, what's he doing alone? Because I said, feel it. Eyes on you. Okay. Now, woke up. Hi, my name is Peter. First time. Go away. Weird person. Yeah. Second time. Hi, my name is Peter. Third time. Then he started getting. Then he went from this to, oh, okay, right then. Stop. Practice. Okay. The QR code here, guys, you can scan it, and it takes you to it takes you to the website of companies. Use LinkedIn. Look up some stuff. I have questions. I'm sure Elena will be able to assist more. But that is end of my presentation. Let me just check the end part, which is. And this was created by, thank you very much, Paper Plate Engineers, for creating the PPT, my friends and company. And thank you very much, guys. I've really enjoyed it. And I'm going to pass it back to Lena.
Okay, I have one more question actually, but not for you, but for my students. All of you who are currently listening to English language for IT too, did he obey all the rules? Okay, which rule wasn't obeyed?
Well, first of all, I won't say anything about him because, yes, of course, he's a business and he doesn't have time to make presentations and everything, but reading, lots of reading, and that's not what our teacher learned us. The teacher actually told us that we should know what we're talking about.
You didn't read one.
Yep.
Oh, you read. Okay.
I read.
What about body language?
Oh, the body language is perfect.
Perfect. What about interacting with the audience?
As we speak about psychological,
Okay.
it was perfect, yeah. The connections, connecting with everyone, yeah, that's perfect, yeah.
Point?
Let's end up this on good terms.
Yeah, definitely. Point, you want to add something?
My favorite were the jokes. I think he, with the jokes, he managed to make us pay attention to something that was less boring. It would be more boring to hear all the jokes, or less interesting jokes.
Okay, I must be honest, I've seen this presentation yesterday. You sent that to me, and I looked at the presentation and read Cacak's father, and I was like, yeah, they're gonna love it. So I believe you really liked his presentation. Okay, we're going to discuss about this more and more. Thank you for coming today, all of you.
Ja sam pitam Lesu da li ona ima informaciju o